father of this called Smart India Hackathon, Dr. Abhay Jere sir. He is a vice chairman of AICTE, All India Council for Technical Education, as well as he is a CIO, Chief Innovation Officer for MIC, that is Ministry of Education Innovation Cell. So we'll be having one awareness session with Abhay Jere sir. He'll be guiding us related to all the do's and don'ts related to the SIH 2024. But before that, I would like to highlight few of the major stats related to the SIH. Till time, we have received around 235.
I don't think we are live yet.
Oh.
Are we live? No, I don't think we are live.
Technical team, I request technical team, can you please check?
Now
check it on priority.
Yes.
Sir, we are live.
We are live now. Yes, I can see.
We are live. So I welcome all the students, faculties, researchers, innovators for this, the most awaited Ask Me Anything kind of a session. This is an awareness session related to the SIH, that is Art India Hackathon 2024 edition. Today we have an eminent guest with us, who is one of the father figure for this concept called SIH, Dr. Abhay Jere sir. He is the vice chairman of AICTE, that is All India Council for Technical Education, as well as he is a CIO, that is Chief Innovation Officer for MIC, that is Minister of Education Innovation Cell. So we'll be having his awareness session related to the SIH and the modality of the SIH. But before that, before I hand over the charge to the Jere sir, Abhay Jere sir, I would like to give a very brief stats related to the SIH, that is Smart India Hackathon. Till time, we have received around 235 problem statement from various ministries, around 50 plus ministries, and few of the corporates as well. We have bifurcated those problem statement in hardware and software categories, and the thematic areas, or most of the sector agnostic thematic areas have also been incorporated in this Smart India Hackathon edition, current edition. Along with that, we have incorporated one student innovation category also, so that students also can think student innovation category related to the problem statement. All those problem statements are live. You can visit a Smart India Hackathon 2024 website, that is a SIH website. If you can Google just Smart India Hackathon or SIH, you will get everything. So without wasting much time, I'll invite the Honorable Vice Chairman, Dr. Abhay Jere sir, for this awareness session on Smart India Hackathon. Sir, please, Dr. Abhay Jere sir, am I audible to you?
Thank you, Pradeep.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
First, I would like to thank you and your entire team. Okay, I see Sareem, I see Saurabh and other team members for actually scheduling this discussion. I also would like to just hold on.
Yeah. Yeah. Meantime, in the interest of all the audience, I would like to share one slide so that they will have a very quick understanding related to the SIH timeline. If you can see this timeline, we have started this Smart India Hackathon activity by 8th of August. We'll be having the problem statement idea related to idea submission by 12th of September. Thereafter, idea screening, then mentoring session, and the grand finale will be has been scheduled in the month of November. Over to you, Jere sir.
Yes. So thank you, Pradeep. There was someone, so I just got interrupted. Anyway, I would like to take this opportunity to also welcome all my students, faculty members, friends who are joined us online and watching this session. Students, as you are aware, I am also very excited about Smart India Hackathon because through this concept, I actually started interacting with government a lot and eventually started working with government. Okay, so we conceptualized this entire initiative in 2016, and since then, every year, Smart India Hackathon has become bigger and better. and undoubtedly the same thing continues this year also. There are no major changes as compared to last year. Only the problem statements will change because the participating ministries could be same or maybe different, but they might have given problem statements different. So apart from different problem statements, things are not going to be very, very different this time. But when we looked at the quality of the problem statements, we genuinely believe that this year's problem statements are better as compared to last year. So my students will have a unique opportunity to further push the barrier, break that ceiling and actually come up with something really new and different. See, friends, when we started Smart India Hackathon in 2016-17, okay, and for first 2 or 3 editions, we were focusing on actually creating the culture of hackathon in this country, especially in our higher educational institutions. Because when we started, hardly anyone talked about hackathon. Hardly anyone would participate in hackathons. But now if you really look at, hackathons are happening almost on weekly basis and in nooks and corners of this country. So the ball which we started rolling in 2016 has really changed or has really helped us achieve that cultural shift which we were hoping for. But then we asked ourselves that whether we should continue with this initiative. And if you have to continue with this initiative, then what new or what better we should do. And from that perspective, dear friends, I decided to talk to all of you. Last year, we got about 54,000 entries. But when we looked at quality of ideas, we were not very happy. 99% of what we got, or 98% of what we got, was quite copy-pasted. And students were just going to net. Many of the ideas were there. They just actually copy-pasted those things. And our reviewers, our evaluators were frustrated because they could see similar PowerPoint presentation from very, very different kind of, or from the teams from different kind of, different regions of this country. It means that people went to net, just downloaded, even without changing much, even the font and, those kind of things. They just went ahead, or even photographs, they just went ahead, pasted it, and tried submitting the ideas. So, what we felt this time was that we wanted to tell all our students that please don't follow that track. You will not able to move forward this year on if you follow the same methodology. If you are going to get into copy pasting, then your novelty quotient is going to be 0. And if your novelty quotient is going to be 0, then there is no reason why we should shortlist you for the grand finale. Forget about winning the finale. Okay? So the first thing my students should do is to check for novelty. Please understand, my dear friends. Because whenever I talk to many of the students, they say that yes, in US or in Germany or in UK, a similar gadget is available, but it costs so much high. I will give you at this cost. Okay, a stripped down version at lower cost. Yes, cost is important. Undoubtedly, it's important. But hackathon is a place for testing new ideas. So although there is a version available there abroad, maybe within India also, some of the company, you think that you will deliver that same tool, either it may be a hardware or maybe a software, okay, at one-fourth or one-fifth of the cost. Many times, friends, that's not the reality. Because the cost calculation which you do, maybe on the bill of material and maybe on some other kind of tools or software licenses or those kind of things which you do, may not be the right way. Because these companies, when they actually get the product out, they have a lot of overheads, they have marketing costs, they have other charges which they have to pay. So don't compare your bill of material with the market value or a market price of your competitor. Okay? And even if it is 5 times less, I will tell you, it's not going to even be in par with the company which currently is there in the market. So, you are proposing a Me Too product. You are just trying to play around cost. But if you really ask what is the innovation quotient in this, the answer is zero, no innovation. But for hackathon, I am very keen on looking at innovation. What new you are bringing to the team. Please understand this very carefully. So when you are going for a submission, ask yourself, what's new? It may be 20%, 10%, 30% new. But there has to be some novelty. The novelty could be in terms of your approach. The novelty could be in terms of the material which you use, or novelty could be in process. Or the same process could be same, material could be same, but the application or the field of application is different. So you have to ensure that you bring novelty in your submission. Okay, that is the first very important criteria, because this year we are going to emphasize huge on novelty. Okay. Then second important aspect is feasibility. कि जो सही में whether you will able to deliver that, okay, within the time frame which we are. I will give you a very funny example. I still remember that example. It was from first edition of Hackathon, and we were talking, and the problem statement was from Ministry of Road Transport or someone, and they wanted to look at technologies for a particular density of vehicle density. For example, if a road has a particular density of vehicles per minute or per hour, whether that road will able to sustain that density of traffic and no potholes. So it will be pothole free. Okay. So this was the problem statement which was there. Okay. And the solution, one very interesting team, they thought they were very great, you know. They said that let's build a flyover. अरे फ्लाईओवर हमको पता नहीं है क्या, हम क्या मांग रहे थे? Okay, हम मांग रहे थे, what we were asking for that particular road, if that is the traffic density, then the material of that road should able to sustain that traffic density so that the road is durable. तो ऐसे भी कुछ लोग सबमिशन कर, and we were so laughing when we internally saw that, and we had such many funny such PPTs, you know, submitted, and that is the reason we subsequently introduced that there has to be scrutiny and some hackathon at a local level. At a local level. So we brought in the concept that before submission, can you hear me? Am I audible?
Yes, sir,
Hello?
you're audible. Yeah, you are audible, sir.
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Thank you. So we got the concept that first there will be a hackathon within the college, a local hackathon will be there, and only some selected good ideas will come forward. Last year, we allowed more submission of ideas per institution. But this time, we are reducing the number of ideas which can be submitted by per institution. And Pradeep, if I'm, please correct me if I'm wrong. This year we are allowing only 25 submissions per institution, right?
Correct. 25.
Last time it was, I think, 50 or 100 also we went ahead and allowed. And we were hoping that some discretion will happen at college level. Some filters will get applied at college level. College will also feel whether I should submit this idea or not. You know, but colleges were not doing their job. They wanted to please their students. Even large number of shitty ideas got submitted. And because of that, now from any college, not more than 25 ideas will be allowed to submit. Okay? So this is one change which we have introduced this year. Apart from that, things don't change much. I think there are a large number of Smart India Hackathon related videos which have been done by students who have won Smart India Hackathon earlier or earlier editions or before. There are a lot of these guidance videos which are floating around. But please remember one thing, you know, that when you are submitting your idea, look at 2 or 3 things extremely critically. Because when we are evaluating internally, okay, or our evaluation partner who will be evaluating it, okay, they look at 3 things. One is novelty, okay, very critical, whether your idea is novel or not. Second, whether it is feasible or not, feasibility, okay. Third is scalability, okay. These 3 things are very important. Apart from that, affordability is the 4th. Whether that solution for that particular problem is affordable, okay. And affordability could be relative. But novelty, feasibility, and scalability are 3 most important parameters. So before submission, please ensure that your ideas or your submission addresses all these three aspects critically. And if you want to do that, because we get large number of ideas, so we know when we, for example, for a particular problem statement, if we get 500 ideas, and out of which if 200 ideas are same, then we know they are just copy pasted from something. It's very easy. Okay. So try not doing it. Because just submission for the sake of submission doesn't make any sense. Okay. That's very important point. First point you should remember. The second important aspect, which you should again remember, is that try attempting tough problem statements. No? Because the chances of selection against tough problem statements for you go up, or they are more. Because small number of teams try to attempt those tough problem statements. Because when we look at the landscape of the problem statements which we have currently published, there are many easy problem statements which are there. Okay. And usually what happens is that we get large number of ideas or submissions. I don't call them ideas, so because there is no majority of them, they don't have novelty. For those easy problem statements. Okay. So we end up getting maybe per problem statement sometimes 1,000 or 2,000 entries. And we have to only select 5. Okay. Now, if you are attempting that kind of a problem statement, which is easy, and if we receive 1,000 ideas or 2,000 ideas or submissions for that problem statement, your chances of selection for a grand finale become minimal. Okay, because only eventually 5 or 6 teams are going to get selected for the grand finale for a particular problem statement. But if you attempt a tough problem statement where we are not getting too many entries, your chances of selection go high. And many times it happens that for some of the problem statements, which are tough problem statements, we end up getting 10, 15 only entries. And out of that, we have to select 5. Or for some problem statements, we only end up getting 5 ideas or 3 ideas also. But because those are very tough problem statements. So when you are scanning the problem statements also, selecting a problem statement, try for a tough one. Okay? That will actually increase your shortlisting chances, which is very important. Because at the end of the day, you want to get selected for the grand finale. Then, so this is the second thing which I shared. First, look at novelty aspect. Second, go for tough problem statements. Third aspect, which is very important, again, is that when you are selecting an idea, try to, and when you are forming your own team, we are allowing 6 students per team plus 2 mentors, right? Usually. And you should discuss internally and ask yourself, especially if you can involve maybe your alumni or your seniors, that whether the technology which I am proposing is the latest one or not. That is also very important. Okay. If I am selecting a hardware related problem statement, whether I am looking at design aspect of it, very important. Because even while selecting an idea, you might do some sketching or you might do some rough prototyping of it, at least on canvas. Okay, try to come up with something which is really cool. Okay, don't be shabby when you are doing this, because what we will get based on that, we are going to actually do your evaluation, how your concept has evolved. So you have to show us that you have thought through the entire concept. No? You know what you are talking about. You know the nitty-gritties of those concepts. That's very important. But that you have to put it in a 5 or a 6 slider PPT, because we don't want students to send 10 slider submission or a 15 slider submission. Okay, please understand, my dear friends, we are very focused about it. So in small number of slides, in limited number of slides, you have to really give good details, which will help evaluator understand that what you are talking is complete sense. You know what you are talking, and you will able to deliver on what you are talking or what you are proposing in those sliders. That's very, very important. The PPT has to be convincing. And when you are working on your PPT, give some time, work on it. You don't just put things here and there and just submit, because that actually reduces your chances. Because evaluator will just look at your submission. Don't do verbose things. Try to show as pictorial as possible. Be as pictorial as possible, because that will help us understand what you are proposing. Okay, every PowerPoint will be, or every submission which you will do, will be looked by 2 or 3 independent people. Okay, so rest assured that the evaluation is going to be extremely transparent. Mostly our evaluators are going to be from the industry side, so we can reduce conflict of interest. We are trying to get as many industry people as possible as evaluators, so that aisa na ho ke na one college professor is evaluating a proposal of another college. There could be conflict of interest. So mostly, but when industry evaluators are going to look at your presentation needs to be very appealing. It should stuck. And the kind of presentations industry people from industries are habitual at looking at. So if you are going to do some kind of a very primitive kind of an exercise, you are going to reduce your chances of selection. Okay, so that is the third important thing which you really need to do. Fourth, you don't increase the number of slides in your presentation. Okay, that will be disadvantageous. We have given the format of submission. We want you to follow the format of submission. My dear friend, please understand why we are strict about it. If every team just includes one additional slide, okay, just one additional slide, and if we have 50,000 submissions, then we have to look at 50,000 extra slides. And this is not good. It's a huge job. It's a very tiresome job. Okay. So please ensure that you don't, unless and until it is very, very critical, in exceptional cases, you go ahead and add 1 or 2 slides. But try to limit your presentation to the number of slides which we are asking for, and please stick to the format. That is very important. Because if you will not stick to the format, you are going to create more confusion in mind of an evaluator. If he is going to get pissed off because you have not followed a particular system which is prescribed for SIS 2024, then he is going to say whether I should look at this or not. Okay? It's not that we are going to discard anything. But if you will make a job of an evaluator more complex, he's not going to be very happy. I'm just trying to tell them normal human tendency. So stick to the format which we have. Okay? That will make your life also very easy. That will make our life also very easy. Okay? So these are some of the very important things which are there. Apart from that, our rules related to teams are more or less the same for last so many editions. We are allowing 6 students team. Ideally, it should be across the stream. You know, you should not just focus on computer science students or IT students, or try taking students from different backgrounds, different streams, because they bring in a lot of value. They bring in different dimensions to a particular idea, and that will make your idea much more unique. So if you have a team where some healthcare is involved, try to include a biotechnologist or a doctor or a health or MBBS students or a life science student. Yes, because large number of colleges, within the colleges, they have different departments. So try to go beyond your department. Okay, try to form as interdisciplinary team as possible. Okay, so that your idea becomes far more unique. As similar to last year, we are ensuring, or it's compulsory to have at least 1 girl in your team, but all 6 girls team is fine. Okay, and the reason we want to ensure that we want to give more push to girls in technology. They need to be at forefront of technology. So that is the thought process which we started in 2016, and now we are continuing still this year with the same process. Usually, but just based on experience, I will tell you, usually it happens that if there is only 1 girl and 5 boys are there, then on the last day, if your team gets selected for the grand finale, then that girl is sometimes hesitant in traveling. Okay, this is the practical thing which we have seen. So try to have 2 girls so that they can give company to each other. So you might have to identify 4 boys, 2 girls minimum. That is the best combination. Or 3 is even better. And I can tell you, from last year, we are also having many teams where there are only girls are there, and they are actually cracking. They are winning, coming up with excellent results. So same policy continues. I think the last date for submission for this Smart India Hackathon 2024 is 12th of September. Pradeep, if please correct me if I'm wrong. It's 12th of September. We may not increase the deadline, so please stick to the deadline. So if you have to follow that deadline, then you need to ensure that your internal hackathon is done at the earliest, so that the shortlisted teams could actually be submit their ideas for at a national level. We also would like to ensure that along with this, there is a letter of your college on letterhead, giving the details and so on and so forth. All those documentary things are highlighted on the website, which you have to fulfill. But this is where we are. As I said in the beginning, this year, our focus is going to be on novelty. Problem statement could be very conventional, but a solution for that problem statement could be very, very novel. And we are going to challenge the novelty aspect, we are going to critically look at for this hackathon. So this is where I am coming from, and I would like to stop here. I would like to thank all of you for joining in. If there are any questions, I can certainly go ahead and ask questions. Answer means you can ask, and I will try to answer them.
Yes, sir. We have received few questions during this address, and our team
on
has
YouTube
noted,
comments. On YouTube comments.
no,
Somebody
our team
needs
has
to look at
noted.
YouTube comments.
Yes, sir. These are on the.
Yeah, please.
Sir, can I?
Sorry?
So we have received some of the questions on the email as well as on the comments of the YouTube live YouTube.
So YouTube live के comments के questions ले लो, because those are important.
Okay. So, sir, the first question is related to the internal hackathon, where one of the student or the better say the faculty, they have asked whether the development of the entire solution is mandatory for the internal hackathon or just
no. We don't care about all that. Okay. The internal hackathon is to just shortlisting the ideas within your college, so that top ideas only from your college or good ideas from your college get submitted for the national level. Okay. So why solutions will be ready? We don't expect solutions to be ready.
Okay. And similar to that question, we have an additional question for the internal hackathon, whether the institute, they can set up their own methodology for having the internal hackathon.
Absolutely. Colleges can do their own ways of analyzing. We don't care how the colleges do it. The reason why we are insisting on internal hackathons is because we are getting, otherwise we will get large number of submissions, hundreds and 200 teams from one college itself will end up submitting, which we will not able to handle at a national level. So we want one institute to only shortlist good ideas within the pool of ideas which they have, and just submit the top 25 good ideas to us. Okay.
Right, sir. So now Saurav has some more questions. So Saurav, over to you.
Sir, right now the students are saying that some of the institutes are not registering themselves as a SPOC or the Smart India Hackathon, but students want to participate in the hackathon. So what will be the process for that?
See, SPOC registration is important, because that is a single point of contact for us, that person, for this entire initiative. We already have 1,500 plus SPOCs registered with us. So if your institute want to lose out on this opportunity at their own peril, or you have to talk to your institute and get them on board.
Okay. So second question is, can the inter-college team will be participate in the Smart India Hackathon?
See, inter-college, till last year we were not allowing, right,
Yes.
Sharif? And I think this year also we are going with the same process. Okay.
Right, sir.
The reason we are not allowing inter-college team is because it's not that we don't want to do it. It's because of many logistical constraints it comes along while we are actually doing grand finale. Because what happens, dear friends, when you have to participate in grand finale, you have to travel. Okay. Then somebody has to take responsibility of those students. Okay. When you are from one same college or the same institute, the college actually takes your responsibility. You know, the authorization, your character certificate, your validation, because you are traveling to a completely different part of this country many times. Okay. So we are also worried about your safety and security. Okay. So, and many times it happens that 40, 50 different teams from different corners of this country come to a particular college, you know. So there are some girls, we have to look at their safety, their security. So we just want to ensure that the team which is coming to the grand finale venue, you know, the responsibility of all the members in that team is taken by some college, you know, where they say, we know these people, we vouch for their behavior, we know that they will not do anything wrong. You know, that is very important for us. And because of this small policy, I can tell you, in last 7 editions, okay, there is not a single mishap in Smart India. No? Otherwise, please understand, my dear friends, 10,000 plus students travel and we pay for their travel. You know, 10,000 students, they travel across different parts of the country. Okay, but not a single mishap yet. And we would like to continue with that. So that is the only reason why we are not allowing inter-college. Because if the students are from different college, why that college will take care, why that team leaders college will take owners of some students who are not from that college. You know, that is, and for us, eventually the point of contact becomes the team leader post-selection. You know, so that is the reason.
Thank you, sir. Now the second question is, Indian students studying in abroad institutes can apply for the Smart India Hackathons.
Indian students studying in abroad institutions, no. As I again said, we have to have an Indian institution. If you are studying in US, or then somebody has to actually take your onus. Then if you get selected, you have to be part of the grand finale in a physical mode. You know, so currently we are not allowing that. This initiative is for Indian students studying in India.
Okay, sir. So same counter question is that
outside
non-Indian students.
Non-Indian students studying in India are most welcome. This is the India initiative. Study in India. Okay. Don't go abroad. We have great colleges in India. If you want to participate in Smart India. You know?
So one more question, sir.
So if all the foreign students who are studying in India, they are part of some college, Indian registered entity college. Most welcome. Please participate. We are more than happy to have you. You know, last year, our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji actually interacted with some Bangladeshi students who were part of NIT. You know? And he was very happy with the solution which those students actually proposed. So, right. Most welcome.
So, one more question, sir. It is from one of the winners. They said we have been participating in the hackathons, and they have won 2 hackathons of the Smart India Hackathon, 2 editions of the hackathon. So is there any special privileges for the recurring winners?
No, don't join. Give others opportunity. No, I'm very happy to know that they are continuously participating and winning. Okay, they must be extremely talented students. We respect that talent. But what I would like to actually request those team members is to nurture and mentor other teams. Join other teams as mentors if possible. Guide them. Because if you will get able to guide them, then you will able to create more replicas of yourself. That is more critical for this country.
So the question is that we are registering from an arts and commerce institute. We don't have the technical knowledge, but we want to participate and give the solution for the Smart India Hackathon. So can we participate in the hackathon?
See, at the hack, I understand your constraint. Okay, but in hackathon, you have to develop a solution. Okay, and that solution has to work. It's not a PowerPoint presentation. You have to use technology. That is the nature of the entire initiative. So, if your organization has other departments, technical department, you go ahead and collaborate with them. Okay, because many institutes, they have their arts college also, they have their engineering college also, or BCA or MCA college also, within the same domain. So it's more like a same bigger institute umbrella. Okay. You actually join with them. You try to create a team out of it and participate. But if you don't know the technology, then what you are going to do with that idea, how you are going to execute it, and what you will do if you get selected for the grand finale. You will just come and sit there, right? That's not what is expected at the, car racing में कार चलाना तो आना चाहिए ना, if there is a car racing competition. तो वैसा है.
Sir, I have one I have received just now. From the same institute, can a UG and PG
Absolutely.
students club and
Absolutely, no problem.
So connecting with this, seeing the startup, if the institute having any startup and the member of the startup wants to apply for the SIH.
No, they have to be students. Okay. First, you have to be a bona fide student, a regular student. Okay. This initiative is for students. There is no separate startup track for us here. This is a student initiative. So you have to be a student. As a student, if you have a startup, I don't have problem.
So, sir, any student, a bona fide student of a particular institution is equally having a startup.
No problem.
parallel.
That's what I'm trying to say.
And
That's
if
what
he
I
was
said.
correct.
So if you're a student, if you're studying, and if you also have a startup, fine. But we want a student.
Absolutely.
Right, sir. So any student, if they are having some part-time degree, for example, they have already passed out bachelor's or master's, and they are already having one PhD program through part-time degree, can they participate?
See, no, here again, we are looking at full-time students, right? Because people may be working and doing part-time. Okay? कि वीकेंड्स पे कुछ डिप्लोमा कोर्सेज कर रहे हैं या कुछ कर रहे हैं, नहीं. Primarily, he has to be a student.
Okay, thank you, sir. Saurav, any more questions? So,
No, right.
the Q&A has completed. So, over to you, sir.
Thank you, Sarin. Thank you, Saurabh, for these questions. I would like to thank the Honorable Vice Chairman AICTE, Dr. Abhay Jere, sir, for your valuable time and the very apt, suitable insights related to the Smart India Hackathon. Most of the queries which the students and the faculties have had in their mind, I hope that have been resolved right now. However, on top of that, if you have any kind of inquiry, I would request all the faculties and students to visit our website, sih.gov.in, where you can get all this information, including drop in one query also. I would like to thank entire SIH team, Saurabh, Sareem, Ankush, Gopal, Lux, all the innovation manager, all the students and faculty. Just to again update you, we have regional innovation managers also who are helping all of you during this entire SIH timeline activity. If you have any kind of an doubts query, you can reach out to our innovation manager. You can have all this information from our website also, so to say. I would like to thank one of my colleague, Abhishek, also here. So thank you very much. I thank entire SIH team, AICTE. I thank Honorable Chairman of AICTE also, Member Secretary also. I would like to now urge all the students and faculties to submit your ideas as soon as possible. Don't wait for the last minute rush. Before 12th of September, if possible, submit
Yes,
your
yes.
ideas as soon as possible.
Here I would like to make a point, my dear friends. I had actually written on that point, but I missed it
Yes.
during this one. What Pradeep just now said is extremely critical. Please don't wait till the last date. Okay. Many times we have observed कि सबको ना लास्ट डे के लास्ट आवर में सबमिशन करना होता है एंड पूरा सर्वर बैठ जाता है. You know, the server gets jammed because of the load, because your PPTs are heavy, because you put a lot of photographs in it. Okay. And then people start shouting that we couldn't submit. Okay. This has been happening every year, but still students are not understanding, you know. एक दिन पहले सबमिट करो, ज्यादा अच्छा होता है. Okay. Don't wait till the last moment.
Absolutely, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, entire SIH team. Thank you very much. I, Pradeep Dage, Assistant Innovation Director. I sign off for this session now. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.